Good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Maximus the Fourth. What I have to present to you guys today is Pepsi Cherry from Japan. So before I open this and give you guys a full-fledged review, let me share with you guys a little bit of information on this. So this is the new Pepsi Cherry from Japan. It came out about a month ago. I want to say 2 months, and there's never really any sites to do research on when it comes to these Japanese flavors of Pepsi. But what I can tell you is last year there was a drink that came out that was called, oh boy, hold on a second here, Black Cherry Chocolate Gummy Pepsi flavor. That was pretty good. I gave that a 7.5. In the year before that, there was, oh man, gosh, I can't even think right now. The point is Japan lately, the last 3 or 4 years, they've been swinging for the fences, and they got a lot of wild Pepsi flavors that have been coming out. There's been Pepsi Cream Soda, which tastes like bubblegum, Bazooka bubblegum. There's been Pepsi Orange, Pepsi Salt and Lychee. Man, what else is there? Pepsi Pink. There's just so many different flavors that have come out. But I'm really excited about this one because there's been a lot of cherry flavors of Pepsi that have come out over the years. And if you want to hear the full story, it goes all the way back in 1985. The very first cherry flavor of Pepsi that was ever released was in Canada in 1985. It was called Cherry Pepsi. And then the second cherry flavored cola by Pepsi was Cherry Cola Slice in the States in 1986. And then in 1988, Cherry Cola Slice was discontinued and replaced with Wild Cherry Pepsi, but there was no specific date that Cherry Cola Slice disappeared off of all store shelves. And I even have a bottle of Cherry Cola Slice that's from 1993. I'm going to do a taste test comparison with that next to Wild Cherry Pepsi. Yeah, I found both a can of that and still have a bottle of Cherry Cola Slice. So Wild Cherry Pepsi lasted all the way up until 2005. It had a 17-year run in the States. But then it was renamed and reformulated into Pepsi Wild Cherry. What they did is that they took the caffeine content down. I think it was at ingredient number 3 in the old Wild Cherry Pepsi, and they placed it at ingredient number 4. And I think citric acid was at ingredient number 4 on the old Wild Cherry Pepsi. And they moved the citric acid up to 3 in the Pepsi Wild Cherry. And that is why Pepsi Wild Cherry has that very sweet, crisp taste that we all know and love today. Now, if you really want to dig deep, there was Black Cherry Cola Soda Shop that came out in the 80s for the very iconic movie Grease, starring Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. That's another cherry flavor of Pepsi that's come out. And alongside Pepsi Cola Soda Shop Cream Soda. And as far as Cherry Pepsi goes, I've also seen one version of Pepsi Cherry from Ukraine, and I tried that. That was pretty good. And now, lo and behold, here is another Pepsi Cherry from Japan. And all in all, I'm just very, very excited to see how this tastes in comparison to all the other cherry flavors of Pepsi and or cherry colas that are made by Pepsi, which Cherry Cola Slice was pretty much the only one that I'm aware of. And I have all the cans that I could have showcased in this video, but I just don't have the time to spend that much time. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right into this taste test review and let you guys know what I think. Take a look at the bottle. You can definitely see that there's Japanese writing all over the place back there. It's kind of cool. Maybe sometime down the road I'll do an ingredient scan to let you guys know what's in this exactly. But for now, let's get the taste test done and get the review all set in stone. Here we go. Okay, so it has that same Japanese smell that most Japanese Pepsis put out. Like I've said before, people in different countries have different taste buds, so if it doesn't taste exactly like it's supposed to in the States, then it means that they did it right. So you gotta kind of jump into the secret portal and kind of turn yourself into a Mr. Japanese person when it comes to trying these Japanese flavors of Pepsi, because if you don't do that, you're going to be let down every single time. But that already smells kind of like bubble gum. Pepsi Cherry from Japan, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Hmm. Wow. Let's try another sip. Okay, there's the cherry notes. It took 3 sips, but I can definitely taste it now. Is the cherry in here? Yes, but it's very stealthy, and you have to pay very close attention to it. This is really cool. How challenging it is to figure out the cherry notes in this thing. This is really wicked. Man, as I'm currently feeling right now, until I finish this bottle or get far down, I have no idea how to score this thing. This is just crazy. You have to focus pretty hard in order to pick up the cherry notes. It almost the first few sips that you take, you feel ripped off instantly. Like you can't taste the cherry at all. But then the third and the fourth and the fifth sip, like I just took, the cherry notes are starting to pop out a lot more. But you gotta really put your focus game on, because if you don't, you're gonna miss out on this one. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's not like any other soda I've ever tasted before. That is, if you could just imagine drinking a Pepsi Wild Cherry from the States next to this one, if you were comparing the flavor side by side based on how sweet the Pepsi Cherry is from the States and this one being from Japan, the sweetness is going to get cut down by about 80% instantly. To be a little bit generous, I would maybe say at least 60%, maybe 70%, depending on the taste. But based on how powerful the regular Pepsi Wild Cherry is in the States, this is an absolute shock. I mean, you're instantly hit with a big puzzle that you have to figure out, because this one, it just doesn't taste quite even close to how the Pepsi Wild Cherry does in the States. But let's just keep on sipping on this and seeing what we can figure out. Okay, there's a little bit more cherry there. I'm starting to pick up the cherry notes more and more as I go. This is a roller coaster ride. Man. There's just something about this that is just so strange. It's strangely appealing. when you taste it at first, based on expectations, you might think, oh man, this is a 4, this sucks. But as you kind of dig deeper and deeper, you can definitely pick up and tell that this soda, it's a lot more dynamic than what you might have made it out to be. So be very, very careful and pay close attention if you're taste testing this just like I am, because it's a very stealthy soda. It's got a lot more flavor in it than what you're even aware of. And it will throw you off if you're not on your focus game, trust me. I don't know if this is going to have to be a 15-minute video because of just finishing this and continuing to talk about it. But this is very, at the same time, I would say that this is probably the closest American flavor of Pepsi that they've put out. Closest tasting Pepsi flavor to taste like an American Pepsi that they've put out in Japan yet. Every single one of them have not even been close. You can very, very clearly and definitively taste the difference between Japanese soda and American. In this one, it's still, oh man, no, it doesn't have a Japanese flavor on this one, I don't think. It is so weird and crazy trying to figure this thing out that even where I'm at currently right now, some of the notes that I'm getting, it's very similar to just a regular old red canned Shasta Cola soda. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely cherry notes in here if you're paying close attention. We have already gone over that. But what exactly more is there to say about this? I don't know. It's just a very, very well put together, stealthy flavor of cherry. And based on the experience, the taste, everything as a whole, I think I know what I'll give this. But let me just finish this, see what I can figure out here, and then we'll be good. What I can tell you is the black cherry chocolate gummy soda last year that I reviewed, I gave that a 7.5 out of 10. This one, a little bit of a different story. Let's just keep going. Although the flavor is very weird, it's very fair. And I think altogether how they put this together was brilliant. It's definitely not the best tasting soda that I've ever had. But at the end of the day, I can taste the cherries. And it took some work. But that's all I have for you guys on this one. I'm going to give this one a very fair and solid score of 7 out of 10. That was a roller coaster ride. Oh my gosh. Definitely, if you get on eBay, definitely buy one of these from that seller, Ninki Mono. He sells these in 4-packs. It's the same guy that sold the black cherry chocolate gummies last year that I bought. And you won't regret it. I'd be very curious to see what anyone else thinks of this. I am not even going to believe what DJ Glowing Eyes thinks about this. That'll be fun to see. But there you guys have it. 7 out of 10 is what I'm going to leave the Pepsi Cherry from Japan. You guys know what to do. For those of you that are new here, maybe you're just really bored, and if you really need something else to do, I got 3 videos for you to check out that I need to get to 3,000 views. I want to thank all of you for promoting my video Dr. Pepper Fantastic Chocolate and McDonald's Breakfast Mukbang to 1,000 views. The 3 videos that I want you to check out is Dude Takes on 5 Dave's Triple Cheeseburgers from Wendy's. The second one is Dude Takes on 4 Double Quarter Pounders with cheese from McDonald's. And the third one is Coca-Cola Ultimate 2-liter Chug. I will make sure to leave the links of all 3 of those videos down in the description of this video, and for all other extras, and even ways to help support this channel, it's all down in the description below. Maximus the Fourth here. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.